Okay, we're at the Kitsap Pumas press announcement. We're talking with Dick and James. James is an employee now for the Pumas, the newly christened Pumas, and Dick is the president of the SK Youth Soccer Association. So we'll start with you, Dick. What do you think, or what do you hope that the new club can do as far as helping youth soccer in Kitsap?
I think it'll give the kids someone to emulate. To try and raise their game higher. You know, South Kitsap, with the exception of about 8 teams, is all recreational soccer, and they can use role models and, dare I say, heroes. I mean, something to look forward to locally, because going to Starfire and back, especially in the traffic, is a drag.
So you went to the Sounders last year?
Oh yeah.
And are you going to have MLS tickets this year?
Yeah, got tickets already.
What about Pumas tickets? Are you going to try to balance the two and go
Certainly,
when you can?
I mean, and hopefully the schedules won't conflict.
Yeah, let's root for being able to see the teams on different days, on different weekends.
Right.
And James, I noticed you have an accent. Is it Scottish?
Yes,
it is.
Born and bred.
How in the world did you end up in Kitsap County with a new football club?
Well, what it is, I've been coaching over with Bainbridge Island soccer now for the last 8 months. Had a great time. Everything's fantastic. I'm loving Washington State. I got working with Ben Pecora, who's an executive director here with the club. He helps me run the U12 girls in the island, and that's how I got involved.
Who's your club in Scotland?
My club, the team I follow, Wraith Rovers.
Who?
Wraith Rovers.
Wraith Rovers? Are they in the Scottish Premier League right now, or no?
Not yet.
Not yet? Are they getting close?
No,
really?
but they'll be there soon.
What level are they at?
They are top of the second division in Scotland.
Okay. Well, so then they would. Do they do the same thing as like an EPL?
A first and Premier, yes. Okay. So a couple of years away, but we're getting there.
Shouldn't the big boys go to the EPL and just leave you guys alone? What do you think? Rangers
that's a very good question.
Every year they ask.
I have no problem with that. I would like to see them do whatever they want to do. I think Scottish football needs to reform, definitely. And if that's the way to go, that's the way to go. I think the league would thrive if they did go. It might take a little bit of time.
Right.
I think so. So yeah.
The balance is so out of whack.
Yeah, it is. It's unfair.
Back to Kitsap. What's your job here?
I've just been brought in to help look at how we can bring the youth side of Kitsap into the pro team. We've realised that the way to go is bringing in local boys over the years, is to look at the youngsters here rather than look too far abroad. I'm also helping, hopefully, to bring in maybe a couple of foreign players, maybe a couple from Scotland. I've also talked to an English boy who's a beach soccer internationalist as well for his country about possibly coming over and taking part here. So it's a few different things, but I'm trying to sort of bridge the gap between the pro system and the youth system. It's an exciting time for everyone, I think.
How can your selling point to one of those players? It can't be money. It's got to be coming to the States and how nice it is on the peninsula. Because I don't think this new pro club is going to be dishing out lots of cash. But so what are your selling points to bring those guys over?
Money's never been a motivator for soccer back home. It's all about the game. It's all about the competition. I know some fantastic players back there. There's boys that would jump at the chance to come across here and have a go at it. Also, we'd like to bring them in and teach them how to be coaches, teach them how to further themselves in the game off as coaches and as players. So there's a lot to offer. The way of life here is fantastic. The people here are great. I love America, and I'm sure they will as well.
Do the Pumas do you guys have a long-range plan to have your own youth clubs and coaches, and what do you think about that?
It's still very early days. Nothing's been decided yet. We're looking at a lot of different options. We want to work with the local teams. We want to make as many friends as we possibly can. We're all in it for the same goal. We're in it to promote the game. We're in it to progress young players. Now what we've given is a piece for the top of the pyramid. We've got a lot of youth teams here. where they can only go so far, and then they sort of hit a brick wall. There's nothing to progress. Now we've gave that final step that they can progress from youth or college into a professional setup, and as I say, I believe it's a great thing. Will we develop youth systems ourselves? Again, that's a question a long way down the line, I believe.
Just like America, though, to start at the top and build down. While the rest of the world does it the right way, which is just work your way up until you have enough of a fan base to build to the pros.
Well, I'm very
Putting you on the
confident.
spot.
But no. I'm very confident in the work that the clubs have done all over the peninsula so far. As I say, I work with Bainbridge Island. The amount of effort that goes into that club, the amount of structure that's in place in that club alone is incredible. I work with some great people, great coaches, and I believe it's very similar in a lot of the other clubs. So first of all, we've got to form links with these teams that are doing great jobs, and then see what happens from there. But there is a structure already in place. We are confident in the clubs that are there, and hopefully we can build a link with them.
And you guys see yourselves as just adding the top piece to the regional Kitsap clubs that are already in place and doing their thing.
Yes, I think that's the way it's got to be looked at. We're not saying it's an elitist thing. We're not going, we're the top dogs, but we're another piece to the puzzle that can help the development of youth in the area.